Overstayed your visa, you could be banned for 10 years. If you're staying in the U.S. on a visa, knowing the rules about overstaying is more important than ever. A simple misstep could lead to serious consequences, including a 10-year ban, with increased enforcement in 2025. Even minor delays can have lasting effects. If you're interested in this topic, please pay attention and watch the video through to the end to get all the information. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. We're diving into a super important topic for anyone traveling to or living in the United States: visa overstay rules. You may have heard rumors about new penalties, including a possible 10-year ban for overstaying your visa. What does overstaying a visa mean? When you enter the U.S., you're given a Form I-94, which shows your authorized stay period. This is not the same as the expiration date on your visa. The visa itself is just an entry document, but the I-94 tells you how long you can legally stay. If you stay past the I-94 date without applying for an extension or change of status, you're considered to be overstaying. This starts accruing what's called unlawful presence, and that's where things can get serious. The penalties for overstaying. If you overstay your visa, you could face re-entry bans, visa cancellation, or even deportation. Here's how it breaks down. Less than 180 days. No automatic ban, but your visa is voided and future visa applications could be impacted. 180 days to less than 1 year. If you leave the U.S. voluntarily before removal proceedings, you face a 3-year re-entry ban, 1 year or more. This triggers a 10-year ban from re-entering the U.S. after you leave. These rules come from the Illegal Immigration Reform and Immigrant Responsibility Act of 1996, and they're still in effect as of 2025. Overstaying can also make it harder to get a green card or other visas in the future. Are there new rules in 2025? You might have seen posts on social media, like ones on X, talking about stricter penalties for visa overstays. For example, a proposed U.S. bill called the Visa Overstay Enforcement Act of 2023 suggested fines and up to 6 months in jail for overstays, with a 10-year visa ban for repeat offenders. However, as of June 2025, this bill hasn't been passed into law, so the core penalties remain the 3-year and 10-year bans based on unlawful presence. There's also increased enforcement. U.S. agencies like USCIS, CBP, and IC are reviewing visa records more closely, especially after recent security concerns. So, staying compliant is more important than ever. Can you fix an overstay? There are ways to address an overstay. Here are some options. Waiver of inadmissibility, Form I-601 or I-601A if you're barred for 3 or 10 years. You can apply for a waiver if you have a U.S. citizen or permanent resident spouse or parent who would face extreme hardship without you. Adjustment of status. Immediate relatives of U.S. citizens, like spouses or children under 21, can sometimes adjust their status to get a green card without leaving the U.S., even after an overstay. Special circumstances. If you overstayed due to medical reasons, abuse under VAWA, or other valid reasons, you might qualify for relief. Documentation is key. Leave voluntarily. If you leave before 180 days, you avoid bans, but you'll still need a new visa to return. Tips to avoid overstaying. To avoid these penalties, here are some pro tips. Check your I-94. Always know your authorized stay date. You can find it online at the CBP website. Apply early for extensions. If you need to stay longer, file for an extension before your I-94 expires. Keep records. Document any reasons for overstaying, like medical emergencies, in case you need to apply for a waiver. Overstaying your visa isn't just a paperwork issue. It can impact your future in the U.S. Staying aware of your I-94 date, and acting early can protect your legal status. When it comes to immigration, being informed is your best defense. That is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.
Overstayed your visa, you could be banned for 10 years. Visa overstaying in the US is a serious issue with the consequences governed by the Illegal Immigration Reform and Immigrant Responsibility Act of 1996. Overstaying begins once your stay exceeds the I-94 expression, date, not your visa validity, and occurs unlawful presence. If you overstay less than 180 days, your visa becomes void. From 180 days to under a year, a 3-year re-entry ban applies. Overstaying 1 year or more trigger a 10-year ban. Although the proposed Visa Overstay Enforcement Act of 2023 suggested harsher penalties, including fines and jail time, it has not been passed as of June 2025. However, immigration agencies are increasing enforcement. Remedies include applying for a waiver for inadmissibility, forms I-601 or I-601A, adjusting status through family ties or citing special circumstances like medical emergencies or abuse. Key tips include tracking your I-94 filing timely extension and keeping records. Staying informed and compliant is more crucial than ever to avoid future immigration complications.